Cloudcast Media.
Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
I'm Drew Schlosberg, and it is always a good day when we have some of our community theaters in the house making a return appearance. Our friends from the Trinity Theatre Company joining us is Connor Boyd, Associate Artistic Director. How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And joining you is your colleague, Adriana Cuba Cuentas, the Marketing Coordinator. How you doing, Adriana? Good?
Doing great.
Good.
You.
So, Connor, how long have you been involved with the theater company?
I've been involved in this capacity for a total of 1 year now, but I've been involved since the founding of the company. My brother started the company when he was a senior in high school, and so
oh my goodness,
our first youth theater show was in 2013, and I was actually involved in that.
Nice. And is your brother not involved anymore?
My brother's still involved. He is the artistic director, and he oversees both the education program and our grown-up stage program, and does just about everything for us.
Really, how's it like working with your brother?
It's great. You know, we have a great relationship, me and my brother, and
good.
I think the more we work together, the closer we become, and the better friends we become.
Isn't that wonderful? That's great to hear. I know Mom and Dad love to hear that. I tell you. Adriana, how long have you been involved?
I've been involved, I think, about 3 years now.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
And education is one of your passions. Is that correct?
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, were you always involved in theater, or did you move from a different space? Were you involved in other businesses?
I was always involved in theater.
Is that right? In this one here, or other theater companies?
So I'm actually from Peru, and I've been acting since I'm 9.
Since you're 9. Okay, my God. So you've been acting for what, 15 years? 10 years? 11 years? 5 years? Yes, you're very...
Math. 11, I think.
11, beautiful. Like how did you get to the States, and why did you come to the States?
So I moved here 5 years ago, and it's a crazy story. But I ended up here, and I was just looking to do more theater, do more film.
Did you come by yourself, or did you come with your family?
By myself.
Wow.
All my family's still in Peru.
Oh, okay. Very, very good.
Yeah.
And then you stumbled upon this great theater company, correct?
Absolutely. I was looking for a home.
Yeah.
And Trinity appeared, and I think like that's one of their characteristics. They open doors for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I was like, I like it here. It's inclusive. It feels safe. And I love everything they do. So.
Right. And you started to talk a little bit about Connor, that it was formed in, 2013? Is that correct, you said?
I think it was originally formed in 2012, and then it expanded to include youth theater in 2013.
Right, exactly. And it was your brother who started it, right?
It is, yeah.
And what got him, are your parents involved in theater, or just you guys like it?
Yeah, so my mom got involved in theater when Sean and I first started doing theater when we were kids.
Yeah.
I was about 7, Sean was 9, and... ever since then, the love has grown, and then finally, senior year of high school, Sean and his best friend, who was very business-oriented, decided we should start our own theater company and do this. And with the help of my dad, who was a lawyer for 20-plus years, helped him get it off the ground and get started.
So it's located where, downtown?
We're located pretty much everywhere in San Diego County. Currently, we do a lot of shows at the Community Actors Theater.
Okay. And where's that located?
Oak Park.
Oak Park.
Thank
okay,
you.
very, very good.
And then we also will be performing a show in the summer at the 10th Avenue Theater, which is downtown.
Yeah, okay, right. And so then you go from different venues to other venues, is that correct?
Yeah, we're renting spaces. We're currently looking for our own space that we can call home, and that'll be where we're located. But for now, yeah, we rent other spaces, and a lot of our school programs will feed into actual school, so we just go to the school sites for the school program.
No, that makes sense without question. I'm Drew Schlosberg, and you're listening to Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show on Cloudcast Media, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, doing great things in San Diego for more than 60 years. So, Adriana, the school program is very important, correct?
Absolutely.
So do you work with all of the schools in San Diego, or as many as you can in San Diego County?
As many as I can, because they have so much.
Yeah, there's about 400 or 500 schools. But, one of the things, and our good friend Susan Clausen has heard me say this all the time, and if I didn't say this during one of these interviews, she'd think something's wrong with me, is that I worked for San Diego Unified for 11 and a half years and working pretty closely with the VAPA folks as well. And we all know the visual performing arts is so critical. It should be the only subject area that should never be cut in the curriculum. Ironically, it's one of the first to be cut in that aspect of it. Are you seeing, Adriana, I'll start with you and then we'll pivot to you on this, Connor. Are you seeing that some of these art programs, whether it's music or theater or just art in general, are coming back in the schools? What do you see?
I think so. For now, the schools that we've been working with, they think it's a really important for kids. Like, it's a really important matter. It's a really important activity. So I think it's coming back. And that's something that we're trying to do, creating like that awareness of how good.
Well, and we know this, Connor, that this would always amazes me. Hopefully they'll write this in the textbooks, that, we know what art does for people, whether it's performing arts, whether it's your writing, whether you're painting. It's great for social emotional learning, which is the buzzword these days, of course, and what it does for giving people the idea that there is diversity and there is inclusion. Talk about how important that is.
It's so important. That's everything. I mean, in order to do theater, you need to collaborate. And if you're only collaborating with people who think and look just like you, you're not going to get the full picture. And there's so many plays out there that are written by people who don't look or sound or think like me. And in order to get what the full vision of that show is, I need to broaden my horizon, speak to everyone that I possibly can, and get every viewpoint. So I think inclusion and diversity is the most important thing to having a true collaborative piece.
Right. So do the schools come to you, Connor, and they say, let's say it's San Diego High or it's Marston Middle or whatever the school is, and say, we want to collaborate with you. Can you come and show our kids how to write a play or how to act in a play or how to design a play? How does that work? Yeah,
definitely. I know that we are constantly reaching out to schools. Okay. If we're not already in there, we're reaching out to them. But I know that we get schools reaching out to us as well. They email Megan, our head of education programming. They email Rebecca, who's also in charge of coordinating with the school districts, or they reach out to Sean directly and they say, hey, we need you. We heard you're at this school doing this. We want you at our school doing that.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And Adriana, is that, when you folks go out there, is there a fee? Are they paying you to come out? Is there a group that helps fund you folks supporting the schools? How does that work?
We have different programs.
Yeah.
We have Level Up, that's for free. We have Story Time, which is another program for free. We have our youth productions that they actually charge a fee to be in.
Right.
In schools, which they're just free. They're a part of
we talk about Level Up quite a bit on the show here. One of the organizations I'm involved with, Classroom of the Future Foundation, has worked very closely with the San Diego Foundation's Level Up programs, mainly focusing on, literacy and careers and so forth. And that's one thing I wanted to chat about before we go to a break. We'll start with you on this, Connor, and then ask Adriana this. There are so many great careers if you want to get into theater, correct? I can't sing. Okay, can you design a set? Can you act? Can you write? Can you do whatever? Talk about that.
Yeah, so there's so many aspects to theater. Currently, for our grown-up stage, we're seeking applications from any sort of designer. So if you do costumes, if you do lights, if you do sound, anything like that, we want to hear from you because we want more people on our team. Directors as well, choreographers, musical directors, stage managers are super important, and we can't get enough of them. What else is there? There's producers, there's marketing people, there's anything you can possibly think of, there's a space for you in theater.
Right.
And we'd love to have you.
And Adriana, you do marketing, correct?
I do.
So you're a social media expert?
Kinda.
Right. And, this is one of the good things about social media. You can connect to a lot of the same like-minded people out there. How do you market what you folks do? You go to social media, of course. What else do you market?
So we have social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook,
Sure.
the webpage, and we're trying to open to new channels like
this podcast.
Like this podcast.
Right. Well, if you're with Susan Clausen, you'll be on more than once, in that area. When we come back from break, I want to talk about more with the how the school things tie in, and then also the adult shows or your grown-up stage. We want to talk about that. And right before we go to break, how do people get a hold of you? What's the website?
The website is trinityttc.org.
Okay, good. We're going to talk more about that when we return with Connor Boyd, Associate Artistic Director of the Trinity Theatre Company, joined by his marketing coordinator, Adriana Cuba Cuentas. I'm Drew Schlosberg, as you've been listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show on Cloudcast Media, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, doing great things for San Diegans for more than 60 years. We will be right back.
When you do your banking with Mission Fed, you get great rates on auto and home loans. That's good for you, but something good also happens for a lot of other people. We're not for profit, so we put money back into the community to help lots of great nonprofits to keep San Diego strong. So you're not just getting something good, you're doing something good. Come to Mission Fed. It's banking that's good for all.
Brand amplification is the DNA of Cloudcast Media, and our code is the powerful blending of sound, voice, and storytelling to lift local brands and their communities. Whether it is our Brandcast, Schoolcast, or Causecast platforms, the unifying ethos is all about this community, the one you call home. If you dare to dream and want to explore the brand amplification of Cloudcast, a national leader in local podcasting and other Winfluence strategies, please visit us at cloudcast.us.
I'm Drew Schlosberg, and we are back with Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show on Cloudcast Media, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, doing phenomenal things for San Diegans for more than 60 years. We have our friends in from the Trinity Theatre Company. Connor Boyd, Associate Artistic Director, joined by Marketing Coordinator Adriana Cuba Cuentas, talking about all the cool things they did since the inception of the theater company in 2013, if I'm not mistaken, all the great work they do with the schools in San Diego County as well. But wanted to chat about what you do with the Community Actors Theater and with the grown-up stage, Gus. What's that all about? We'll start with you on that, Connor.
Yeah, so the grown-up stage is different than our education program in that we're not focusing now on the kids or so much educating as we are trying to put on the most quality show that we can put on. And so we are casting actors from all over San Diego County and hiring directors from San Diego County to put on grown-up stage shows.
Right, so there'll be 3 of them coming in 2023, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a time frame of when that happens?
Sure, yeah. So our first grown-up stage show is going to be the New Works Festival, which will be in the spring, but the actual weekend of the festival is March 31st to April 2nd. That one's going to be a series of short plays that we've collected. We're reading through over 300 submissions right now for that.
My goodness.
And we're going to be selecting approximately 12 plays to put on over the course of that one weekend.
All right, Adriana, are you helping out on that reading as well?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, my goodness. Okay, so that's that. What else is going on?
After that, we're going to be doing Ride the Cyclone, which is the show I mentioned will be performed at the 10th Avenue Theater. We don't have the exact date, but it will be in late July, early August.
Okay, good. And how about, is there any others?
Yeah, there will be one final one in the fall. It'll be Tuesdays with Maury, which is a lovely play, and I think we're remounting it, so that'll be fun.
Right, and Tuesdays with Maury was written by a former sports writer.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. If I'm not mistaken, I can't believe I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. He's from the Detroit Free Press, a very well-known guy. He's a sports writer, has been on a lot of the sports talk shows. And I think he dipped his feet into writing plays. I can't remember his name. Now I'm going to get it from all my friends over here. Yeah, Mitch Albom. What the hell? What's the matter with me? Shame on me, Mitch, if you ever listened to this thing. I've been following you, but reading your columns for a while. And Tuesdays Mornings is beautiful. And I remember when he wrote the book on it, and then it's just taken off as a play. That's just absolutely fantastic. Yeah. We were chatting with our friends from the Trinity Theatre Company, Connor Boyd, Associate Artistic Director, and the marketing coordinator, Adriana Cuba Cuentas. We'd like to always ask this question of our friends from theater. We'll start with you on this, Adriana. So you get people in there that say, I really want to dip my toe into it, but I don't know how to start, and I'm not sure if I have the skill sets. What advice would you give to somebody if they want to get into theater?
I would say try it. Go for it. Try to learn as much as you can. You could be surprised at what you can do.
Right. Is that what you did? Did you always think that you wanted to do this? You said you were very young when you started getting at 9 years old, correct?
Yeah.
And were you nervous at all, or it was in your DNA, I'm just going to go for it?
So the thing with me was that I grew up in a really small town.
Right.
So there was nothing else to do.
Okay.
And my school had theater and singing and dancing. So I was like, okay, I'm bored.
Right.
I'm going to try it.
Did you play music at all?
Yeah.
What'd you play?
Piano.
Do you still play piano?
No.
Not at all. Okay, you're too busy doing your acting. And now, will you be in acting in any of these plays coming up?
Yes, I think so. We have the story time. That's like another educational programming.
Okay, and tell me about Storytime. What's that about?
Storytime is a collaboration with the San Diego Public Libraries.
Yeah.
And we read plays. We perform plays for kids so they can...
Do you do them at the library, or do you go to you do it at the school?
Yeah, we do them at schools. We do them at different places, church.
Right, and do
everywhere.
you ask any of the audience to come in and play a role and do some impromptu stuff?
We should.
Yeah, I'm sure there's always opportunities in shows like that.
Yeah, you can see what I'm getting to over here. So when I go into one of these theaters, and Susan goes, yeah, right, you haven't gone to one yet. But I love theater. I do. I really love theater. Just been too busy to do it. So one of these days, I'm going to surprise you, be in the audience, and that's the day you're going to go, we're going to show him what impromptu is all about.
Yeah.
You know, Drew, get up here, and you're playing this role here, and then I'll won't open my mouth for about 15 minutes. No, seriously, I think what's great about it is how much do you rely on the audience? I know this works with people. I've been very fortunate enough to do presentations with audiences, and you really do feed on what the audience is doing. They look like they're half asleep, and then it doesn't motivate you. But talk about that, Connor, and then I'll move it over to you, Adriana, how important it is to feed off what the audience is telling you.
Yeah, I think the audience is really important because if they're not responding the way you thought they are going to respond, it's important, one, as an actor, to keep doing the same performance regardless of how they're responding.
Right.
But I think it's really fun in theater when they're clearly enjoying what they're seeing, they're responding kind of the way you want them to, and then you're able to respond naturally back to them and get them more involved.
You bring up an interesting point, and I'll start with you on this one, Adriana, and then back to you, Connor. You mentioned that, let's say you're doing a run, it's for a week or 2 weeks, whatever the case may be, and the audience isn't quite responding like you'd like. How much leeway do you have, Adriana, to maybe change a little bit of the performance?
To me, it's like a conversation. Like it's like a silent conversation between the audience and the actor or the people on stage. So to me, at least, it's like I can sense them and I can like kind of give back with my energy, if that makes sense.
Right.
So yeah, like I do change a little bit. It depends on like what's
and we
going
all
on.
know, like actors and actresses, audiences are different. In something this audience laughed at, and some that this audience didn't laugh at, and all that business. So, Connor, Adriana had said one of the things about if you want to get into this field, just do it, just try it, and all that. Talk about how having thick skin is important, that you better be able to learn how to take, hopefully, constructive criticism. But there could be some brutal criticism too, correct?
Sure. I mean, some people aren't going to be as nice as others, but hopefully it's all constructive criticism and it's meant to be helpful. But yeah, I totally agree. I mean, you just have to try it. You're never going to know how it feels to be on stage until you get on stage and try it. So regardless of your experience, the first step is to just give it a try to see where you're at. Because some people are just truly naturally gifted and could get up on the stage the first time, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would not be me. But so question for you, and then we'll tee it over to Adriana on this. What can our listeners do to support the Trinity Theater?
Yeah, if you want to support Trinity Theatre Company, first off, go to our website, trinityttc.org, and check out all of the different things that we offer, from our youth classes to our adult grown-up stage programming. Other than that, you can become a donor. You can donate to Trinity. I think our donation page is also on the website, trinityttc.org.
Hopefully with a big button that says donate.
Yes, exactly. Right. There's also, on that website, you'll find all of our submission pages. So if you're a creative mind, if you're a director, a costumer, designer, lighter, actor, anything like that, there's a page for you to submit on the website. And also, just real quick, the submissions are closing for the New Works Festival on January 29th. Okay. So if you have a new play that you want us to read, feel free to send it in and we'll give it a read.
Yeah, and what is that website again?
trinityttc.org.
Right, exactly. Talk a little about some of the partnerships you have, Adriana. Do you partner with other local theater groups or different businesses?
Yeah, we do partner with local groups like Script Branch. I think we have one. Moxie Theater.
Right.
We did, yeah. What other partnerships do we have here, remember?
Yeah. Do you work with businesses at all?
Yeah, definitely. We just did, for LARPing, we had a business partnership with...
Mesa Rim.
Yeah, Mesa Rim, and they were able to provide 25 tickets to their staff members and play a game of Dungeons and Dragons with them before one of our shows.
Oh, no, I think that's great. And that's a good point, is that for our listeners out there that are working for, whether it's small or big companies, doesn't make a difference, is what a great opportunity for a team building, to bring out your team, whatever the team is. Could be the marketing team, could be the engineering team, whatever, and catch a community play. And we all know this, that I worked for a major company, the Union Tribune, for many, many years. And when you do things as a team away from the office, right now you're in a very fun environment that does great things. So I encourage our listeners to take a look at that, and like that one group did, bought some tickets for their group, and do the same thing. Any final comments, Adriana?
Yes, I want to add to how people can support us. Pretty much just come join the fun, come watch a show, spread the word, enroll in our programs if there's a chance for you to do it. But just come have fun with us.
Very good. Connor, any final words?
I think that pretty much sums it up. We want to see your faces. We want you guys to join us and have as much fun as we are having. So
Right. So, I encourage everyone to go to Community Theater. Thank you, Susan Clausen, so much for bringing this to the forefront. And we're going to shout this out as much as we can, wishing you folks nothing but great success moving forward. And we know somewhere down the road we'll have you back in the studio.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we've been chatting with Connor Boyd, Associate Artistic Director for Trinity Theatre Company, joined by Marketing Coordinator Adriana Cuba Cuentas. I'm Drew Schlosberg, as you've been listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show on Cloudcast Media, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, doing phenomenal things to San Diegans for more than 60 years.
You've been listening to an episode of Drew Schlosberg's Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego community. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
Cloudcast Media.